Spins around one more time. There's a bit of movement from Rebel Yell's gate. Steadies. Red light is on. Some shuffling going on inside of the stalls. Racing this time, though. First to get going is from the outside, Rebel Yell, but Beat the Devil commenced very quickly, and so did Black Sabbath as they'd settled down. Prevailing Winds rushing through soon after the start, and they're being followed by Caracapo, who'd missed the jump, got back worse than midfield. Prevailing Winds, when they'd settled down, led them at the 850. Pike had the favourite, Black Sabbath, sitting up there at his quarters, running second. 2 lengths behind those, then over on the outside. As they settle down, Rebel Yell from Beat the Devil a length away. Minus looks racing keenly between horses. Red Publisher 3 deep, Shady Grey near the rail, then Caracapo. Brown's got it under a lot of duress back in the field with Hoboken, Trade Talk and Settlers Creek. At the 400, Prevailing Winds will set sail for the judge. Comes around the corner, led the way, Black Sabbath second, then 2 lengths, Beat the Devil and Rebel Yell. Minus looks further out, Red Publisher, Caracapo trying to bullock his way into the clear. Prevailing Winds the leader, tackled by Black Sabbath and Rebel Yell, but here comes Caracapo. Caracapo and Rebel Yell inside the last 100. They draw on equal terms. Caracapo gets to the lead though, pulls away late. Caracapo beat Rebel Yell. Black Sabbath might have just clinched third place from Settlers Creek. Minus looks and Beat the Devil, and they were followed by Trade Talk, Hoboken, Red Publisher next in, and the last to greet the judge in the last of the day, Shady Grey. Caracapo didn't have to lead to win. He can miss it. He did there. He was back, settling down worse than mid-bunch. And then Brown had to muscle his way out to get the money in the finale. Caracapo, anxious moments, but all's well that has ended well, beats Rebel Yell and Black Sabbath. Prevailing Wind, Settlers Creek all queuing up there for the thin edge of the wedge in the pick fours. Number 10, Caracapo home, saluting in this last event by Hassan from Smites' Rose for owner Sam Trimboli, trained by Jim Taylor, and Jason Brown there having to show plenty of vigour to get him in over Rebel Yell by Poet's Voice from Leitmotif, Lulu Ciani, Jade McNaught, and 9 Black Sabbath by Blackfriars out of City Miss, Robin Todd Harvey, William Pike. Now, the photo for fourth, and they were queuing. Prevailing Winds clings onto that. Brad Parnham, a lip in front of Minus looks, Settlers Creek as well. So a length and a quarter by 1 3/4 the margins. They've run a sharp 1:10.69, so there was no slouching, and 35.88 is the sectional there to the last on the card. And to sign off over there in the back, I'm sure she'd be absolutely thrilled at the moment, Brittany Taylor with Jason Brown.
Thanks very much. I have Jason Brown. Jace, nothing went to plan there. You were hoping to find the front, but we know that he isn't the cleanest of steppers. How did you go to plan B?
Well, we just had to play from plan B in the end. He didn't step away, and so I just found a spot and just made sure I just kept heeling him up into the bit just to keep on top of him, because he can bludge when he gets in behind them.
Did you learn anything about him today in the fact that settling back and attacking the line?
Yeah, well, you know, if he can do that, he'll go to an open class winner for sure. But, instead of being a chopping block and being a bit vulnerable late, we might be able to ride him with the sit.
He deserves this victory. Sam Trimboli, his owner, for his patience as well. It's been a big team effort, hasn't it? Well,
he was off the scene for nearly 2 years, and you know, he won his first 3 starts. We thought we had a really good horse, and injuries got him, and it's just credit to Jim and the stable to get him back on track, and he's racing really well, and it's just consistency pays off.
Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Brittany.
Good on you, Captain.
Thanks, love.
Well done.
Brittany Taylor there with Jason Brown. Winning trainer Jim Taylor with me. Jim, a 6-year-old, having only his 13th start today. Where do the problems begin?
He's got a very crook sacroiliac in his back. He pulled a muscle at his 3rd race start after winning his first 2 starts brilliantly. Had 12 months off, was in and out of the paddock, and sort of didn't race for nearly 2 years, and it's only because he goes so good that we sort of persevered with him. He could have nearly been retired, but it's just testament to him that he's sort of been able to sort of get back and win with his problems.
I reckon there might have been a few expletives shortly after the start.
Yeah, no, weren't happy. He gets a bit claustrophobic in the gates, and when he drew the 7, he had to go in first. He was in there for 5 minutes, and he just gets a bit uptight. He just needs to go in a bit late, and he jumps clean. So, yeah, he nearly cost him the race.
I think in fairness, it was a big win today. It just goes to show that he's obviously laden with ability. We saw that early on, I know, but you've obviously got him back to where he should be.
Oh, as I say, he's a very good horse. He'd be sort of, if he hadn't had these problems, he would have been probably a railway-type Winterbottom horse. But because of the problems, he'll probably never get there. But, you know, now he wins the race, he might get a bit of confidence.
And good for Sam Trimboli as well, because no doubt he expected a lot, and all of a sudden when you can get a win like this on Railway Stakes Day, it makes it all worthwhile. Sam's
been a very loyal client. We've got photos at home of Brittany as a baby and coming back to scale with Sam winning a race with us. So he's probably been with us ever since I started training.
Congratulations on the win.
Thanks very much, Wes.
Jim Taylor there, and Caracapo successful, taking out the final event of the day.